Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another Stock Kings YouTube video. And today we'll be going over Healthier Choices Management Corporation, ticker symbol HCMC. We'll be going over a possible agreement between HCMC and Phillip Morris in regards to the joint motion that they just filed to extend the dismissal. We're going over what that kind of means and how that'll affect the stock later. And then we will also be going over technical analysis on this stock and see some potential plays that we could take moving forward. But before we get into that, I want you guys to go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you know whenever we put out new videos. And I also have my Instagram linked down below if you would be interested in that. I post whenever we have updates on this channel so you can stay informed. But let's take a look at this chart right here. We're on the daily chart on HCMC, and we have a resistance and support from my last HCMC video. If you want to check that out, I kind of go into a little more depth on this current lawsuit that HCMC and Phillip Morris are in. If you are not up to date on what's going on with that, but I have a resistance here and a support here, and it looks like today on the daily candle we came up and tested this resistance here, and now we are coming back down to kind of test the 50 AMA as a support. But let's get right into this news for HCMC. Right here you can see the joint motion for extension of time to file response and reply to defendant's motion to dismiss. So basically what's kind of going on is Phillip Morris and HCMC have actually agreed on something. They agree that they want to extend this motion of dismissal. So what's kind of going on, to give you guys kind of a background, is Phillip Morris has then filed a dismissal on HCMC's patent infringement lawsuit, and now they both have agreed to extend that date into April. So that date, or that case, will then be looked at by a judge, and they will have until April to kind of look on that, or to kind of see what's going on with the case, what they think, if this should be dismissed or not. And now you're kind of thinking, how does that affect me as a shareholder in this stock if you are in this stock? So there's one thing that a lot of the bulls of this stock are kind of thinking, is that this is giving more time for Phillip Morris and HCMC to come to an agreement outside of court. Many of you may be thinking, why would Phillip Morris want to extend the lawsuit? They want to get, this over with and just get out of court completely. However, if they are looking to come to an agreement, this would be a smart way to do it. So this is all speculative. Obviously, we have no idea if that's the truth or not. However, you can kind of see this happening, and you can kind of piece things together almost in this kind of situation. So yeah, what this extension would do would give Phillip Morris time to come to an agreement with HCMC, a possible maybe even royalty on this IQOC technology for their sales, and then they could come to an agreement on that. HCMC would then get their money for the patent infringement, and Phillip Morris would then be done. The course case would be resolved. So that would give them more kind of time to kind of discuss that and move that through. So that is kind of what's going on with the news there. That's something that, if you have interest in this stock, you should be aware of, is that extension has extended the date for the dismissal until the April time period. But let's move back to some technical analysis. Let's look at the chart here. Like we kind of discussed at the beginning of the video, price has definitely broken above this 50 EMA. Testing this resistance here at 0.0019 at the height of today's candle at the beginning of it. And then today we're kind of coming down to test this 50 EMA. So I think that would be kind of a strong area of support if we do not break through. So that kind of makes a little more sense. And then if we do get a break of this kind of resistance here, we could see a possibility coming up to then this next resistance area here at 0.003. So that's kind of the next area that I see this stock coming up to if we do bounce off this support on the daily 50 EMA and then break this next resistance. So that would be kind of like the long-term play to kind of chart this out. I can see it potentially in the future if the agreement does come to fluidity. If we do see kind of a royalty kind of thing going on with HCMC and Phillip Morris, I could see this bouncing off the 50 EMA, then breaking this resistance. That would be your entry point to come up. That would be your confirmation, any candle to close above this resistance here. And then you could take it up to then 0.003, that would be your first take profit, and then your next one would be at the high. So 0.005 would then be your final TP. Obviously, we have no previous price action above that. We have empty wicks in that area, but nothing to confirm that price would want to stay above that area. So that would be, for me personally, my final take profit. However, that is going to have to be your decision at the end of the day. This is your capital that you're making decisions with. You have to make those own decisions for yourself. But let's kind of take a smaller term trading view of this. You can kind of see we have definitely consolidating in these ranges. We have a lot of bar coding going on, and that's kind of what that means when I say bar coding. It just looks like it's up and down, up and down, up and down in a set range. But we are definitely coming down to test this daily support that I drew on the daily chart here on the 30-minute. And if we do bounce off of this, we do create this, and when we're looking for definitely a break above this. You can see price has definitely respected this resistance for a while now at 0.0019. But if you are looking to trade this stock short term, you don't want to be in the long term. I think this is the next best resistance here. Definitely, you can see it matches up perfectly here. Was once a support for this, and then it broke below, so this would then become resistance, and it also matches up very well on the 200 EMA line, which is a very strong resistance. So definitely that will be the play for that. And then afterwards, we could probably take it up to here, being the next kind of resistance line, and then we have our daily. Let's move that up to kind of match the 30-minute price action. So to kind of chart out this trade, just kind of show you guys what I'm thinking, give you guys a better visual. I will not be taking anything in this range. We have too much consolidation. I want to see a solid close above here to take it to then there. We would then be putting our stops probably around here. This is probably a good kind of area to get out if the price does go the other way. So we're looking to take anything above 0.001, a strong confirmation. We'll take that trade, and we'll take it up to our next resistance line at 0.002. That is where we would be taking our first partial profit. We would then be, if we do continue to go to the upside, we'd be taking next partial profit there at 0.003. So again, price moves up to here, and then I cannot stress this enough, trail your stop loss. I talk about this a lot to you guys. I just want to make sure that you guys know how important trailing your stop loss is to ensure gains just in case price does go the other way. So then you're going right below this then created support, because after you break a resistance, it then becomes your support line. So then you would take it up to the next kind of resistance line, follow that same pattern. If we do get a good break above, we would then move to our next and final price target. Or sorry, we have one more after that, but keep the same pattern, move prices up to there, and we follow, trail your stop loss, move that up as well to ensure those gains, just in case it does end up going the opposite way. And then for me personally, my final price target would be the 0.005. As you can see kind of here in this area, we have very strong rejections off that area. You would be moving this to here and trailing your stop loss. But as for today for HCMC, that is all the information I have for you guys. To kind of recap, Healthier Choice Management and Phillip Morris have come to an agreement on the joint extension for the dismissal. So be aware of that if you are have an interest in this stock. It kind of shows some bullish sentiment in the fact that it gives them more time to come to an agreement outside of the courts. So just be aware of that. Kind of keep your eye on Phillip Morris and around the April time, because that extension did get pushed to that date. But I think that's all I have for today regarding the news. So if you found value in this video and you kind of enjoy these update videos that I give you guys, I want you guys to go ahead, give a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications so you know whenever we come out with a new video. I always appreciate that. And also, I have my Instagram linked down below if you would be interested in following that. But as always, I hope you guys have an excellent day. Get those gains today, and I will see you next time. Peace.